Hello and welcome back to my $100 to $100,000 bankroll challenge. You can see there we're starting things off with 750 schmackers in the bankroll with 640 buy-ins. That's ridiculous. 575 in cashes. That's good news. We can see we got I believe a $10 bounty hunter Sunday special. 5,800 entries. So that's kind of cool. Got the final table here. Coming in 5th place, we got Sadamon, Rich Showman. Oh boy. Catcher JP, Sergey. We got Squeeze G A Me. What are these names? Fish Burger. That's kind of fun. Little Grind, and then Do Tears. Oh boy. Holy moly. 540. We're gonna let that one go. I'm gonna chuck up the pay, whatever they are, the payouts. 2,500 for first and second, 1,800, almost 1,900 for third, 1,400 for fourth. 5th place gets 1,000, 771 bucks for 6th. 7th gets 570, 425 for 8th, and 316 for 9th. And bounties on top of all of that, and you can see there's quite a few big bounties out there. We got 356 on Little Grind's head, 307 on Sadamon. Holy shit. Alrighty. So let's see how this bad boy goes. 10-9-0. Yeah, not too excited to play that. We do have a couple shorties with some smaller bounties. Only $19 on Squeeze's head. 13-14 blinds for them. Do Tears with $25 on their head with 12 blinds. And once you get up to the 30 blind margin, you see Sergey with 80 bucks. That's kind of enticing. Catcher JP, 76 bucks is kind of cool. Myself with 121 bucks. That's not too bad. And then the big stacks, they got huge ass bounties. 9-7-0 anywho. We're not gonna play that. Nope. Anyways, Little Grind here, gonna come in for the open from the cutoff. Fish Burger goes in the tank. Hopefully we see some action here. Nope. Sergey in the big blind folds around to him. They play call, ace 10 board. Pretty good for Little Grind. They bet that's actually pretty sizable on this sort of board. 2.5 blinds into 6 on a paired board. Good for you. No flush draw out there. A few Broadway draws. We do get a call from the big blind. Deuce on the turn. 11 blinds in the middle. It goes check, check, king on the river. Pretty fucking interesting hand here. I want to see showdown, to be honest. We might get a bet out of Sergey, though. So we see I scoop 240 in bounties. Dang, that's not too bad. Looks like Sergey bets and takes the pot down. 7-4. Again, just a fold. So got 7 more hands till blinds go up. We are at 37 bigs. That's not too bad of a spot to be. Just sucks that the blinds are about to go up. Little Grind coming in for a 3-bet against Sadamon, the big stack. Very interesting play. Sadamon sees that big ass bounty. They play call 9-5-4 flop. Kind of a nothing board for these two's 3-betting range. Unless they got strong pocket pairs, of course. Little Grind. Looks like they went for a big bet and they took the pot down. Is everything working? I think so. Recording. Good shit. Little Grind right back in there. They've played damn near every hand. Rich Shoeman in the big blind. Rick Shoeman, my apologies. Little Grind will just get the race through pre. And we're moving on along. 3 and a 2. I'm not going to play that under the gun 9-handed. Quit looking at the payouts. Limp pot. Blind on blind. Jack 6-4 flop. Rick Shoeman goes in the tank. Checks it on over. Sam bets a blind and takes the pot down. 8-7-0 in the big blind. We could see some flops here. Really depends on what happens. Little grind comes in for another open. Obviously, if there's a 3-bet, we're happily folding. Fishburger lets it go. Folds all the way around to me. Oh, I thought we should have saw a flop there. Little grind is again played damn near every hand. We move along with King 2 suited. If folded to, it looks like a jam, but holy shit. Not likely to fold to us. Catcher JP comes in for the open. Rick calls from the cutoff. We'll get out of there from the small blind. Do tiers will rip it in for 11.5 blinds. Offer up their $25 bounty. 9.5 to call. Rick will find it. King Queen overs. Ace 10 suited. Rick gets it in good, and he flops top pair. Yeah, very unlikely Do tiers is gonna get there. They're out of here. 27 blinds will slide over to Rick plus a little bounty. We all get the ladder. Scooping up $425. 5-2 suited on the button. No, that ain't us. We got little grind in the small, Fishburger in the big blind. Even if it did fold to me, it's just like we can't really raise into the blinds too loosely here, as Sam raises and takes it down pre. Duck, duck. Kind of an interesting hand. We got squeeze in the big blind. I don't know how much I care about $20 right now. See 2,500 up top, plus bounties on top of it. $20 sounds like nothing. Sergey will open it up anyways. Yeah, I just don't think it's gonna fold to me too much. So squeeze game, Sergey, those guys are both certainly regulars, successful regulars. Little grind is not too far behind them. Fishburger and catcher JP are both capable players, where Sam and Rick are kind of newer to the game. So we got a pot between the two strong players, which is good news. Jack 8-6 flop goes. Check back call. 7 on the turn. Only 7 blinds behind. 9 in the middle. Turn goes check, check. How peculiar. Queen of diamonds on the river, so the flush draw misses. 10-9 becomes the longer straight. Squeeze checks it over to Sergey. Sergey will stick squeeze all in, and they're going to find the fold, preserve their stack. Find a better spot, stick in. Ooh, and blinds go up. Ooh, queens. Well, hello. Sam will come in for the open. Something tells me no, don't call. But I wonder if we should make it 4.5. Anyways, we go in the tank. We're thinking 3-bet here with queen, queen. Can't go wrong there. Although, to be fair, I think it should be 4.5. Squeeze folds the small. Sam goes in the tank and finds the call. Ace high board. Bad news. Bad news. We are in a pickle. We should c-bet. I think we should c-bet. Hopefully take the pot down. We bet 3.4. This is terrifying. I'm kind of remembering the end of the tournament, but I don't remember anything that happens up to that point. Oh, and we just get jammed on. We are going to have to fold the queen, queen. Don't hit the rabbits. That's tilt juice right there. Do we c-bet or do we just check back the flop there with queens? I don't know. Obviously, I was thinking c-bet. But damn, that didn't work out in our favor. Nope. Anyways, we're going to move along, but let me know what you think about the queen. Queen c-betting the flop on the ace-high board. There's a flush draw out there. They very well could just have the flush draw. Could have saw some, potentially got down to the river for cheap. Maybe the flush draw bricks. Maybe they don't feel like bluffing. Maybe we get showdown with queen instead of getting bluffed off the pot. It's always a potentially the case, but anyways, we're just gonna move along. Sam's right back in there. Squeeze game's all in for about 4 blinds, and Sam will get it all in. Queens versus jacks. Oh, that's no good for squeeze. Squeeze is gonna be out of here unless they find one of the 2 remaining jacks. For 11 blinds, squeeze is out of here. So what are we up to? 573. That's nice. We were at 750. Had a whole bunch of buy-ins. Brought us down to like $110. Had about $1,100 in cashes. So we'd be at about $1,200 in the bankroll. Dang, that ain't too bad. About $1,200 in the bankroll right now. That's where we were at the end of the last video, but then it seems that I lost some money. Does seem that way. A little grind will come in for another open. 5-4 suited in the big blind. And we're in last place now. That's not fun. Catcher JP will rip it all in anywho. Little grind's just gonna let their bullshit go. Man, let me tell you, that rabbit is just tilt juice. Ooh, ace jack in the small. There's a world where we get this in pre-flop. Ooh, Sergey opens. That's kind of scary. I don't really want to fold though. Sergey, what do you think, dude? Oh, are we gonna 3-bet rip as a bluff with a $121 bounty on our head? That's one hell of a thing. Here we are doing it. Oh, we get a call. Oh, do we need to get lucky? This is terrifying. 10s, we're flipping. Okay, we get it in. We flop top pair. That's good news. No 10 dealer. Just no 10. How about no 10? 5 on the river. We make a fucking boat and we're all good. 32 blinds slide our way. Oof. That's one hell of a flip to take right there. We were in last place, so it's not like we were going to get bounties or anything. We need to take spots. I guess it's a fair one to take. Oh, well, that was scary. But 32 blinds. Where does that put us? Not very well. Barely above little grind. 4th place. We'll hang out pretty. 10-4. Oh, not gonna let that. Not gonna play that. I'm just gonna let that one go. Little grind right back in there. Fishburger from the small is thinking this one through and finds the fold. Sergey in the big blind comes along to the jack 5-4 flop. Plenty of straight draw potential Sergey could have in the big blind. They see a 3rd pot size bet. Wouldn't be surprised to see a check raise here. They just land on the call. I don't know what cards they have. Just seems like a situation where there's a lot of check raises. Anyways, we get the 9 of diamonds on the turn. It goes check, check, 7 on the river. 6-8 gets there, 10-8 gets there, 6-3 as well. Then there's a whole bunch of 2 pairs. Sergey leads out 6 blinds into 10, so about, well, exactly 60%. Little grind goes in the tank. Like, if you just got top pair, you're in a pickle here. The flush draw misses. Little grind finds the call. Aces somehow. Ace 3 high. What? Aces somehow get... What? What? Okay, dude. That was one hell of a hand there. That was ace 3 high, right? It wasn't no 1-liner to a 3 out there. Little grind says nice hand. What? I don't even know what to say anymore. Sergey here. Looks like they raised it up pretty. Somehow we got 7 blinds in the middle. Sergey goes for a bet, so I'm going to presume they raised it up big pre-flop. We got a call. Sergey leads out the 6-5 2-flop and takes the pot down. Sergey showing up with the aces was one hell of a happening. A little grind with the ace-high hero call. It's also one hell of a happening. Anyways, Sam's gonna open it up. Oh, it's Sam Demon. How didn't I get that from the beginning? I don't know. Ace 8-0. Not gonna play that one under the gun. Nope. Again, a $360 bounty out there on Little Grind's head, and they are just getting after it. Queen 9-7 flop. They go for a half pot, a little bit less. Size pot bet. They go bet 2.5 blinds and take the pot down. Queen 6 in the big blind. We're not going to do much here, nope. Folds around to Sam. They're going to raise to 3 blinds and we should just fold. Ace-6-0 is a weird hand. When you're looking around the table, you see all the V-pips on everybody there, and you see my little 18. That should gain us some respect with some raises, you know? I don't think we're going to go through for a 3-bet bluff here versus Catcher JP's open, but perhaps in the future we should be firing some bluffs. This little grind will rip it in for about 15 effective. Covering JP for the bounty, and JP just finds the fold. I think we still cover little grind, just barely, eh? 9-5-0 on the button, we're not going to play that. So Sergey covers us, that's bad news. Catcher JP on the chopping block here. I'm going to open it up to 2 blinds once again. Face a quick 3-bet by Rick to 5. Catcher finds the fold once again. That's kind of interesting. Oh, 9-7 suited. That's kind of pretty. I don't know if we're going to get to play it, but... So it does fold to us. Like, this is one of those spots where I think we should come in for a wide open. Do it. Oh, he hovered over it. Then he finds the fold. Maybe we should just be using higher cards. So something like King 6 suited will happily come in for an open. Maybe even Queen 6 suited. Get it a little spicy. Anyways, we'll let Little Grind blast off some chips. We got a Jack 8-3 flop. Fishburger check raise is very small, 3.5 blinds in total, 2 to call, and Little Grind will just find the fold. 9-2-0, not gonna play that, of course. Sergey will rip from the small blind, Catcher in the big. It's only a 10 blind jam. $76 bounty on Catcher's head. They go in the tank. They're just gonna find the fold, move along, find a better spot. Fold whatever bullshit they had, and we are at a break. We had the old 9-7-0. Let that go. Facing Sam's under the gun open. Fishburger goes in the tank. Interesting stuff. They are in second place. A 3-bet would be awesome. No, Fishburger is going to just preserve their chips and preserve their situation. Very, very comfortable second place. Sergey, though, they're going to rip 27 blinds. 82 bucks on the line, and Sam just finds the fold, so no action. Don't get too excited, folks. Ace 9-0 under the gun. I don't really think so. Ace 9 suited, yes. Little grind will come in for the open. 2.2 blinds is their size. Even off the shorter stacks, 18. Fishburger does land on the call this time. Catcher JP folds around. He finds the jam. 9 blinds. This little grind stick in their stack. They do 360 bucks on the line, plus the 70-some bucker on the line. Fishburger sees all those dollars, does math, 425 bucks. Maybe a little bit more. They find the call. 5s for Fishburger. Ace King for JP. And Ace Queen for little grind finds top pair. We're looking for a 5, a king, or a diamond. And we get a non all of that. Looks like the 6 of spades. Little grinds, top pair of queens. I think scoops the whole pot. Well, that's a boat even. My apologies. Yes, they do. Just like that, little grind is back in the game with $400 on their head. 8-2 suited. Not going to play this one, I don't think, but we get a walk. So that's pretty sweet. We will certainly take that. I think we lost a body too, so that's another ladder. 771 bucks locked up. That's what it looks like. Very nice. King 7 suited, we'll fold that from the small. Little grind gonna come in for a 3-bet to 6.5. Rick rips it in, dude, for about 40. 39 blinds pretty much. The jam will get through pre. 10-7-0, not gonna play. Little grind, gonna stick in another 3-bet, 6.5 blinds from the small. Sergey with the open to 2 blinds. Wanna imagine Sergey just rips it now. No, they find the fold. Queen once again. This time we'll just open it up. See what the hell happens. Good luck to us. 23 blinds in total. Hopefully there's a 3-bet and we find the 4-bet all in. And happy days. Nope, we just get the raise through pre. We would have flopped a set. Oh well. 9-6-0 hits the muck. Folds around to Sergey in the small blind. Playing against Rick, they should be probably playing a limp strategy. They're just finding a fold here. Must have had some real bullshit. 5-2 in the muck. Boo, 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 boo. Sam gets a walk. 5-4-0 in the big blind, facing the big raise once again from Sam. Not gonna play it. We are in last place now. That's bad news. Don't cover nobody for no bounties, but Queen 9-0. We probably should limp it in if folded too. Good thing we unclicked the fold button. Folds around to Sam, you really expect them to open it up, but we shouldn't just have an automatic fold button clicked. 7-5. We will let that one go from the button. And it actually did fold to me for once. Anyways, little grind will limp it in. Fishburger in the big blind. I think they're playing about 22 effective. Fishburger raises to 4 blinds. We get a 9-8-5 flop, 2 diamonds. Fishburger overbet jams, 2x the pot and takes it down. Rick shows his 7-6-0. Ace 4 suited from the cutoff. We need to open this up. Good stuff, good stuff. Folds around to Sergey. And another raise just gets through pre-flop. Ace 5-0. Not going to play that one, nope. Little grind will come in for the open. And a quick jam by Fishburger. $116 on the line, little grind, snap folds. 9-5 suited is a fold. Little grind, what do you know? Opens the pot. Fishburger will call from the cutoff this time. Queen 5-3 flop as Sam also comes along from the big blind. 3.5 blind bet by Little Grind, and Fishburger swiftly races to 7, just a min raise. We get a quick call by Little Grind, ace on the turn. 22 blinds in the middle. Fishburger bets 10, only 11.6 behind. Truly even less than that, 9.3 for Little Grind. All in by Fishburger, king queen versus ace 4, top pair versus second pair. We got Fishburger down to 2.3 blinds, and I would have made 3 of a kind. That doesn't matter, of course. Anyways, Fishburger's got that $116 bounty on their head. Little grind opens to 3. We got king 10 in the big blind. We have to call here, right? Do we ever just jam pre-flop? I don't think so, right? That's probably bad. We find the call 3-2-2 flop. I don't know what to do. Sam also called pre and I didn't see that, so that makes a lot of sense to not jam it in pre-flop. But this is one hell of a spicy situation. Little grind bets 4.5 into a 2.6 blind side pot. We get a call by Sam. We let king 10 go, king on the turn. Hopefully king 10 is no good. 6 on the river. I'm afraid king 10 was good. Little grind bets another 9.5 blinds. And we get a quick call by Sam. King 10. Ooh. Fishburger had aces somehow. So we would have chopped for the side pot. But I suppose that doesn't really matter. Aces hold. 9.3 blinds for Fishburger kind of sucks. They're going to rip it all in though. That's good news. Sucks that we're not going to get the bounty opportunity, but could always get like almost a $300 ladder. Sergey's all in as well. Can Sam come along? Sam folds. Little grind folds as well. Ace jack for Sergey. Deuces for Fishburger. Looking for the ace or jack dealer. No ace or jack, eh? How about the river? No, that's not even an ace or jack. Fishburger's right back in the game with 21 blinds, and now Sergey's the shorty. Quite the swings for Fishburger. Sam folded 5s. Jack 5-0, not going to open the button. Sam actually opens from the cutoff, so we don't even get the opportunity. Little grind calls from the small 10-6-5 flop. Little grind checks it on over. Sam will bet about a third and gets quickly called. King on the turn. Brings in a flush draw and plenty of straight draws. It's also an overcard. Sam bets another 4 blinds. Another quick call by Little grind. 18 in the middle goes check check. Pair of 10s versus the open-ended straight draw that missed. Little grind takes another pot. They're up to 82 blinds now. 7-7 for us. Weird spot. We cover Sergey in the big blind. Do we just open rip? I don't hate it. We are covered by both Little grind and Fishburger. Oh, we open the minimum. I don't know if I like this. King 6-3 flop. What do we do with 7s now? Check folding feels horrific. We don't really want to bet. Goes check check, 6 on the turn. I don't know how Little Grind didn't bet, but I'm so thankful. 6 on the turn. Some 6x checks back the turn, or the back. Some 6x checks back the flop. Little Grind bets 4.5 on the turn. Do we have a hero call? I would love to see a hero call. Little Grind has played. Oh no, we're hovering over the fold button. And we're out of there with 7s. I don't know about you, but I would have loved to have seen a hero call. Although, to be fair, there's like a flush draw and so many overcards that you'd just be playing such a guessing game on the river. I don't even know. That's a tough spot I got myself into, and that's why I think you just jam the 7s pre-flop. Anyways, we're moving along with just under 15 blinds. Little Grind takes down another pot. Comes in for another open. Sergey with 8.4. Still not all in just quite yet. 4-3 suited in the big blind. Nothing doing really. We do get an open from Little Grind, but I don't think we play it off such a short stack. 11.5 blinds. 1 in the middle. We do get a jam by Sam for a $317 bounty. That's a big one, and Little Grind finds the call. 6s versus jacks. What a bad, unfortunate happening for 6s. That was a kind of a bad jam too. Such a big jam, wasn't it? 8 million chips at the situation. You cover like 3 other players. You're just barely behind Rick. You don't find the 6 on the river. You offer up this huge juicy bounty with a pair of 6s. Sam is Gonzo Alonzo. Anyways, we're moving along with 5 players. $1,000 locked up. A little bit more than that, but that don't matter. Sergey's all in. Could quickly get another $400 ladder. Little Grind is all in. Queen 6 suited versus King 10 suited. Kind of a funny play by Queen 6, but we're looking for backdoor spades. Backdoor straight. Backdoor 2 pair is possible. Queen or 6 dealer. Non-club. Nope. Paint, but it's a spade, so that's no good. King 10 suited will get the double, and we are back to last place, so that's kind of unfortunate. Could have made $400 there, but we get ace king, dude. See, we're just all in here with 11 blinds. Man, I wish we ripped those 7s for 17. Anyways. Like, we have 11 blinds. Could we come in? No, I think we just need to jam ace king. We could min raise, but anyways. We'll offer up a big bounty. Or, not big, but sizable. Jam will get through pre. Now we're just still barely behind Sergey. So not much changed. Not a damn thing. Little Grind. We'll open it on up. And take it down pre. Man, those 7s need to rip pre-flop. 8-2 in the big blind. Not playing that. Little Grind's aggression has been rewarded here today. They've got almost 100 blinds. Queen 3. Oh, we're going to let that go. Little Grind gets a walk. Boopity-boo. 2-2. Do we rip that from the button? We are in last place. It folds to us. Again. That's a damn shame. Little Grind rips and takes it down pre. It is kind of a very marginal spot with deuces. But it would have been nice to rip it and take it down pre. Start to cover Sergey and fish. Little Grind gonna rip it in from the button here for about 13 blinds effective. Sergey does find the call. Queen 7 over is ace 9. Ace and a 7 on the flop. Both players make pair status. We're looking for a queen or 7. Otherwise, Sergey picks up a nice pot. Yeah, that's no queen or 7 dealer. Sergey's right back in the game. Second place position for Sergey. That's a huge one. 28 blinds, pretty well. Ooh, and then we get aces. Okay, limper min raise. We elect to min raise. We get a jam by Rick. That's good news. We snap call. Kings. Well, that's lucky. Hopefully we hold. Just no king dealer. 8 million chips. That's quite important right now. We'd be in third place. Very comfy. We'd cover Rick. No king. Fuck yeah. Here we go. Very fortunate. We'll take it though. Not much Rick can do. Just happily get it in pre-flop versus aces. Oh, ace jack. We cover Rick. Little grind opens to 2.2. Oh, this is uncomfortable. Out of position. Could 3-bet jam and take it down a lot. Take it post flop as well is very reasonable. Queen 9-7 flop. That's weird. 2 blind bet. We got the backdoor straight draw. We are almost done with this one. Right on the flop here. Like a call makes some sense, but like of course ace high could still be best. That's why a 3-bet jam looks pretty good. Anyways, we just move along. Ace 10-0 from the small. Folds around to us. I think we just limp it in. If they raise, we could always 3-bet jam. Little grind does raise. Yeah, I think it's just a 3-bet jam. Good luck to us. Ace 10-0. It is 21 blinds, which is a lot. But there we go. Little grind gets the heck out of the way. Just trying to be a bully. At least we take one little hit at little grind's big ass stack. 3.5 blinds slide our way. Sergey comes in for the open, and we got ace 3 suited on the button and Fishburger in the big blind, and we find the fold. Bad, unfortunate news. I don't think we really want a 3-bet pre. We could always make it really small, like 4.5 blinds. That would be kind of cool. Maybe that's what we should have done with the ace 3 suited there. Blinds do go up. Little grind will open to 2.2 from the button, and Sergey in the big blind. Playing off 25 blinds just finds the fold. 6-6 under the gun. This is certainly going to be a play. We got Rick in the big blind. No, don't you dare fold. What are we folding for? Well, that's embarrassing. Little grind will open it up. What did we fold for? Don't click the rabbit now. Can you imagine? 5-handed. That 6s has got to be an open under the gun covering 2 players. If little grind 3 bets, do we just fold to it? I suppose, but I think we certainly got to open it up. Especially with Rick in the big blind. Not to mention Fishburger. 9-7-0. I don't mind if we just let this one go. It's got a little playability, like you could always limp it in, but chips are really important right now, so that makes sense just to let that one go, but 6s were an open. Especially after all the bullshit I've been dealt, it's like 6s look like a monster in that situation. Just anyways, we got a Fishburger. All in. King 3 overs ace 10. Little grind wakes up with a monster. King or 3 dealer. Oh, just a deuce. Ace on the turn is all little grind. I find another ace on the river, so Fishburger's gone to Alonzo. Little grind will get another bounty. And like even if we open those 6s and little grind 3 bets us and we just have to fold, it's kind of like just whatever. It's like 2 blinds. I think you just gotta find it. A 6-0. That's almost an open as well, but makes a little bit more sense to fold, I think. Anyways. Queen 3 in the big blind. Not gonna play that. Little grind opens it up. So like to an extent I understand some of the tightness when there is some money on the line. What do we got locked up now? 1400? Yeah, 1400. Sergey comes in for the open here. Under the gun, interesting. Could be a big pot. Little grind calls. Queen Jack 7 flop. So $1,400 locked up. See, my chips are worth $2,000. That doesn't mean much. We should have went for that $200 bounty with the open with the sixes. I'll quit talking about it now, though. Anyways, club's complete on the turn. Turn goes check, check. 7 on. The river pairs the board. Little grind 2x overbets the pot. All in and takes it down. Shows the king of clubs. Who knows? 8-5. That makes a lot of sense to fold the button. Little grind will just put all the pressure on Sergey. And Sergey is actually willing to play back against little grind, so that's why it does make a little sense to be pretty snug. Jack 10 suited, we need to open. Excuse me. But like when little grind's this aggressive and Sergey's willing to play back against him, and say earlier when Sergey called off kind of light with ace-9, it's like ace-9 is obviously a favorite against little grind's jamming range, but when you're willing to risk your life at this point of the tournament, and I am not, I'm going to fold to the 3-bet. But when you're willing to put your life on the line in such a iffy situation where you're hopefully getting it in with like 60%, I think it makes some sense to be a little bit more snug. Although I can't defend 6s folding pre still. But like an ace-6-0 fold, I think it makes sense to fold that pre. And then a whole bunch of the small blinds and buttons here. There's just been a lot of bullshit dealt, so it's not much we can even do. Looks like we had an ace in the big blind. Ace-5. Could have saw flop, could have flopped top pair. But was Sergey willing to throw chips around? We gotta preserve ours. Blinds go up 6-3, finding the fold on the button. Little grind jams, we'll see a lot of that. Sergey finds the fold, but they will eventually find the call light. And that will be good news for us. Little grind rips, we get a call by Sergey. This is what we're hoping for. King 2 suited versus 8. So we want a king, of course, or some hearts. A heart will do, dealer. Just a single heart or a king. 25% of the time we're pretty happy. We got paint and it's a king on the river. Very nicely done. Sergey's out of here in 4th place. Holy shit. What's that guy's name? Little Grind. What a masterful showing here today by them. We got 7s in the small, 10 blinds in total. So we could always wait for the ladder, which is like $700, but 7-7 blind on blind, 3-handed, and it's good shit. Although to be fair, we could wait for the ladder. Little Grind's gonna call here a whole hell of a lot. We got 10.5 million chips in the middle. We do want to have open-ended straight draw. That kind of sucks. Ooh, king on the turn. We are absolutely dead. Oof. So we do get 3rd place. That's kind of unfortunate. Like, shit. Rick has 3.5 blinds. What do you think? We have 10 blinds. So what I'm thinking is, if we fold, there's always the chance Rick doubles up, and then they've got 7 blinds. We'll be at 10. Oh, sorry, they have a little bit more. Dang, that's tough, yo. Okay, so there's a chance Rick gets back in the game with a few double ups, and then we end up getting 3rd place anyways. 7-7 versus a calling range from Little Grind, I think is just gonna be good. Like this situation right here, 3.6 blinds. Rick will be in the big blind next hand. Do we just fold and say fuck it? Let's try to get the ladder. The thing is, so Little Grind has 100 blinds. If we get a double up, we'll be at 20. Little Grind will have 90, obviously. I think that gives us more of a chance to to win the actual tournament instead of just blinding down to like 4 blinds. Maybe Rick busts out, we get another like $700, we'll ladder up. Then we get second place like every single time because we'll get heads up. Little grind, we'll have 100 blinds, we'll have 3. And I don't want to do that, to be honest with you. So I don't mind taking the spot with 7s here. And I think 6s should have been played earlier. But you know what? That's the way she goes sometimes. So yeah, we ended up with $2,100. That's a pretty nice payday. Cash is $2,500 plus. Sheesh, yo. And then buy-ins were about $100 less than the bankroll. So we'll be at like $2,600. Oh, sorry, I'm not even showing that. There we go, $2,500 plus. Bankroll is being updated right now. So this number's wrong, probably. That doesn't matter. Bankroll, $2,500. So yeah, this number's wrong. But anyways, that's where we'll end the show here today. 2,500 smackers. Whoa. Alrighty, that's a pretty cool start to the $100,000 bankroll challenge. There was another final table here. I'll pull it up real quick. I got 9 seconds of it. We got an $8 bounty hunter special. Well, I don't know how many players were in it. There's only $380 for the victory. We got 5th place, it looks like. This was on July 1st. The video that we actually watched here today was on, that's June. Let me back up. This video here that we didn't watch, from June 1st. The video we did watch, June 16th or 17th. 15th. It's the one we just went over. Poppity boo. It was from the 15th, so it looks like we just to catch everybody up from where we are from the very beginning. So yeah, we've been going through April, then we made it up to June 15th here today. So the first, I think 3 are from April. This video is the 4th. It is from June 15th. Going forward, we got the end of June, and then we're into July already. Sheesh, I guess I gotta make some more final tables or I'm gonna run out of videos, but that'll be okay. Anyways, that's the end of the show. We ended at $2,500. I'll say it one last time. And if you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this bullshit out. Hopefully we'll see you in another video. Until then, adios amigos.